Hey, it's Remel London, and I am so excited to announce that the Mainstream Live Show is back for 2025. Join me and my special guests, Nadia J and Bola Soul, to give you the ultimate top 5 tips to make it in the mainstream live at Soul Mama in Stratford on Wednesday, the 12th of November. Head to soulmama.co.uk for tickets and join the Mainstream Live. See you then. Today, I have the pleasure of sitting down with an absolute queen of the decks. What started out as a hobby quickly turned out into a DJ residency after just 6 months of practice. She's played some of the biggest stages around the world, from Reading and Leeds to Glastonbury, Wireless, Boardmasters and Outlet Festival, just to name a few, and is the broadcasting legend, receiving nominations for the DJ Mag Best of British Best Radio Show and the Music Week Awards Best Radio Show and the 2022 Woman in Music Roll of Honor. Oh, she's doing it all. And when she's not spreading love, joy, and good vibes across her Kiss FM airwaves, she's paying it forward as an advocate for women, intersectionality, and marginalized communities, working as an ambassador for War Child and the Rio Ferdinand Foundation. She's a proud Persian boss babe who brightens up every room she walks into. Please welcome Ellie Prohan.
Oh, thanks, Remel. When you said it like that, I was like, oh, I am quite busy.
Girl, you booked, you busy, but you're here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This is really nice.
And welcome to the mainstream.
Thank you.
I'm so in awe of what you do, what you've achieved, and how you continue to grow. So we got to talk about it.
Let's go.
Yes. Okay, so, all right, I want to take you back. I want to talk about early years because do you actually remember much of your childhood in Iran?
Do you know what? I actually don't really remember my child. No, I was like maybe 1.
Oh,
and it was like I only got to spend really 1 year with my grandma, my mum's mum, who we all love and adore, even though I never really got to like see her properly. I don't remember her.
Yeah.
But we left Iran when I was probably just after 1. Okay. And then my mum was here, there and everywhere until she came to the UK.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So
I don't remember anything. I don't even remember being in India outside the Taj Mahal. Like, I don't remember anything. Like, I had such an eventful first 2 years of life.
But you don't remember it?
But I don't remember it.
Oh, bless. But is this all, like, documented with like photos?
Photos,
That's
yeah.
nice.
We've got photos of, my mum sitting on the bench. Pretty sure it's the same bench that Princess Diana is pictured outside Taj Mahal.
Wow.
And, yeah, just holding me and my older sister. But obviously my mum left, for, reasons around war and stuff. So it wasn't like the easiest journey.
Of course.
By the time she got here.
We're going to talk about your super mum because
she's really great.
You post about her, you share her. She's one of like your big encouragers, and I love that. And like you said, she made that big move. You emigrated to the UK and you grew up in West London. I don't know why I did because
you're not even from West.
I'm not from
Where are you from?
I'm from North.
Oh wow. Well, to be honest, second best is North.
Thanks, babes.
You're welcome.
No one rates.
The way you easily just accepted that as well.
No one rates North, so I appreciate it.
No, I love North. It's either West or North, really. Everyone else. Oh, sorry.
See?
Oh.
But no.
The South Londoners are like itching and twitching. Sorry.
Literally.
But make sure that their flight. Yeah, you've got time still to catch a flight back.
Woo! Ciao. I love that. But no, the West London energy is definitely in you.
Yeah.
So
you think?
I think so.
What is that? I
feel like it's the life and soul of the party.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah. I don't know what, because even though sometimes, when they do the who's from, the West Londoners, there'll be few, but they sound like many.
Thank you for that, Remel. I mean, I can't agree with that, but yeah, there's always just one person that's like, whoa.
And then you get the car home with them, fair enough. But what was you like as a teenager?
Oh, as a teenager, I was a real tomboy.
Is it?
Yeah, I was in trees. I spent most of my teenage life like running around the estate, playing out, climbing trees or climbing walls. I used to love climbing.
Fair enough.
I used to love heights. So I spent. No, actually, still love heights. Oh. Yeah, love heights. But I think that my teenage years, that was what I would do in my free time, I guess. Yeah. But I grew up quite quickly from a young age because my mum was on her own.
Yeah.
So I sort of stepped into an adulthood role like quite quickly. So when I think what happened to me was that when I had time to be a kid, I was really being a kid in those moments. So like being in trees and we grew up on so many American films that was like everyone had a tree house like in the back of the garden. We didn't. I would always pretend that there was a tree house in a tree somewhere that you could just run and escape to, and your mate was going to climb up in a ladder
and open the hatch. Because we're rich.
Yeah. We weren't.
I hear it. Well, okay, it sounds like you said, you was making the most of your youth and being outside. But I think we have something in common, because you was one of those kids that loved watching music videos.
Yeah, we grew up on them. We really did. My mum worked a lot. She had like 3 jobs at one point, and you know, I was very conscious of responsibility.
Okay.
And there was a point where we used to play out a lot, and then you kind of hit puberty. And then suddenly the friends that you were innocently playing out with were like moving to you, and then you were a bit confused because you were just like, wait a minute, we were just playing like A, B, C, D, E, F, G and hopscotch.
Yeah.
And now you're telling me I've got like...
You like the way I look.
Or you're commenting on my boobs. Like, I was just like, it's a wrap out here. I'm going inside.
Okay, fair enough.
Music videos was a real pastime with me and my sisters. We used to spend hours watching MTV. We grew up on MTV Base. Obviously, Channel U came a little bit later. But yeah, it was pretty iconic growing up like that.
So what was it that actually sparked your interest in the music videos?
I think it was genuinely watching American music, the black music culture, the fashion, the style, the talent. Like you really wanted to have it stamped all over you. Like you wanted to be a part of it. You wanted to be one of like 3LW. You wanted to be one of SWV. You wanted to be one of En Vogue. You wanted to be one, these are all like girl bands and artists that we grew up really admiring, and just music in general. Like it was such a good time for music.
So good.
Such a good time for music. You can play like 90s and noughties music out every single time. It's a guaranteed good night out.
Bangers after bangers.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, okay. I find it quite interesting that you didn't end up getting into music straight away.
No, I'm from a Persian household. That would have put my mum in a grave.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I think if you've got, I don't know, I can't speak for everybody that has a strong culture, but I think the Middle Eastern culture is very strong. So where my mum will be like, I climbed every mountain, I swam every sea, I came here, I risked my life, and you want to play music? It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work, babe. It wouldn't.
Fair.
If I was 15, 16, 17, 18 and I'd be like to my mum, I just want to play music in a club. Yeah. My mum would be like, I'm literally killing myself. And what am I going to tell your uncles and aunts back home?
When you put it like that.
Who are like, you're making a mistake taking these girls out of this country. You're making a mistake changing your life. And she made the decision. Well, she was sort of forced into the decision, but... Yeah. We almost had to uphold my mum's pride with the careers that we chose for ourselves. And it's very common in very strong cultures.
Understandable. I mean, so
I didn't get to explore myself till later in many ways.
Yeah, so you ended up doing business management and marketing at Brunel University.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was you planning to do with that degree?
Just be rich.
Oh, how so?
Oh, I was just going to start loads of businesses and franchise them. And I had this dream when I was actually quite business oriented from a very young age.
Yeah, fair. You are now, so.
Yeah, I used to love business. I used to love the concept of business. And I just really used to be interested in acquiring things. So how would one acquire assets? Bearing in mind, I grew up on a council estate. Yeah. We lived in a block. You didn't own your own front door. It was everyone's chilling in the block. I did. And one of the movies that really inspired me, again, it was just that era I grew up in, Home Alone. You see this massive house and you see this family and you see all these kids and you see the business class seats and you're just like, how do I get this life?
I didn't even deep that they were sitting in business class.
Well, the parents were. Everyone else was sitting in
Very
coach.
True.
But I just grew up and I always just wanted more. And that was it. And I think with the desire of wanting more, came so much curiosity for me. So I studied business because I wanted to understand what business was. And marketing is, at the end of the day, most powerful form of advertising in the world.
It's in everything now.
It's in everything.
Yeah.
You know, we don't even realize how many things it's in half the time.
Yeah.
So I really just wanted to go down that route and ended up using it to kind of start exploring sort of that first stage of my life.
Yeah. So, okay, was mum happy with this course?
Oh yeah, mum just wanted me to take my hat off
Yeah.
and throw it in the air at graduation. That was it. Get the paper. Just get the paper. Then you can do whatever you want.
Oh.
It was just the paper.
So-
It's a pride thing. It's a pride thing at the end of the day. My mum wants
Fair.
everybody to see that she made it.
Yeah.
Like she risked her life, but she made it, and her kids have made it. And I guess that's really strong. It's probably part of the reason why she sent us to Persian school every Saturday to learn the language, because she was like, if I take you back to Iran to see your family and you don't know the language, it's going to look embarrassing for me. So there was a lot of that.
I respect that, because there's a lot of British born kids that have heritage, but they have no idea what their mother tongue is and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm quite envious that I don't have.
You can learn.
Girl.
Duolingo.
Girl, you see me with my script? I can't remember anything.
That is hilarious.
But no, I love that your mum did that and
Yeah.
instilled your culture in you.
Yeah,
no
very
matter
strong.
What.
Yeah,
No
the
matter
culture
what.
was instilled strongly.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so then obviously you're in your 20s now. You got the paper,
I got the paper.
and now you can explore a little bit more.
Yes.
So this is where the DJing comes into it.
Well, my late 20s, because in my
really?
Yeah, in my early 20s, whilst I was at uni, I started a business.
Go on.
And it ended up becoming quite successful in my 20s. So I actually built a lot of my foundations in my early 20s because my mum is a workaholic.
Wow.
To this day, my mum will not stop working.
Oh, bless her.
And I think I get that real work ethic drive from my mum.
Yeah.
So in my early 20s, I did not sleep. I used to work I used to go raving, and I used to come to the business, change clothes there, and start work.
Oh, but that's what we do in our 20s though, low-key.
I don't know how I did it.
Yeah,
But
that's
genuinely,
mad.
I used to work from like 6 a.m. till like 1 a.m, non-stop, back to back, and Saturdays and Sundays. Now I have like Saturdays and Sundays where I'm like, I used to work these days. How the
Yeah.
hell did I do this?
That's a lot.
Like, I used to work a lot in my 20s, but it was great for me because I always say I lived a little bit of a Benjamin Button life.
Okay.
I'm kind of going backwards
Yeah.
with every decade. But my 20s were my foundational building, asset acquiring, money making,
Oof, I love that.
that time of my life. So in my late 20s, I was bored.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I
You
was
weren't just
really
enjoying
bored.
your monies?
No, I don't think I'll ever just, and I'm not saying I won't enjoy because I love what I do.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I'm always so curious, babe. I'm just a curious being. And that applies to everything in my life. So I think later on in my life, I was just like, I'm bored. I feel like, what is it? Is this it? I'm always like, is this it? So, I went to a party, a rave.
He was
And
outside.
I was like, I saw the DJ on the stage. I was like, I could do this.
Are you serious?
I'm not joking. I was like, I could do this. I was like, I love music. Like, I want to be her.
Oh,
So
and it was a
a girl,
female
yeah.
Okay.
And then at that point, I sort of befriended her and bartered DJ lessons for supplies of what my business had at the time.
Are you serious? See,
And
businesswoman.
Yeah, and then just became, in 6 months, became really,
believe
really
that.
good. Like, sold some stuff that I had, bought some decks in a day, and just practiced. My first ever set was a Halloween party we had at our house, because me and my sisters used to throw quite a lot of parties. But
nice.
that was my first DJ set, dressed up as Avatar. It was terrible. It was bad. And then my proper DJ set out to the public was all right.
Okay.
But
yeah, everyone always says the first one's a little bit shaky.
it was shaky. But as time went on and I started to understand, I used to watch a lot of people. I used to stand behind DJs. I have some incredible people that I met along my journey who would genuinely like let me stand behind them and just like watch them.
See the crowd
Just like watch. And I love watching and absorbing things. So yeah, really quickly was in the clubs and then really quickly was on radio.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get through it because your journey is
quick.
it's so impressive, and just you've navigated in such a good way, and so many people can learn from you, because I think that's the next question. Like, how did you go about getting booked? Because how do you, not in a rude way, but how do you convince people that you can DJ?
By DJing.
I mean, fair. But what does that look like? Are we...
It looks like people having so much fun that they never forget a moment of your set.
Okay.
And I think that is something that builds core memories in people's brains. I have people that I've known for years and it's like, God, I'll never forget that time in that DJ set when you did that. And I'm like, And to me, at that time, it was probably an accident. It probably just happened.
Yeah.
It was probably like, oh, don't fancy playing that. I'm going to play this one. And then all of a sudden, boom, like it just becomes a moment. But I think I always play for the crowd.
Yeah.
I always make sure that the crowd is having a good time. And
I mean, that makes sense.
I sort of leave my present and I just become somebody who's also having a good time.
Yeah. Listen,
on
your energy on the decks.
I don't have the same energy anymore, Remel.
No, but it's unmatched.
This was the old version of me.
No. I'm still seeing you out there, booked and busy. You are still shelling
in different
down.
ways, yeah. But yeah, my early DJ career, I would do
hype.
A lot of hype.
To
the point where we'll talk about radio in a second, but I'll explain why hype was probably not the best way to transition into radio.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, go on. You have to tell me now.
When I listened back to my first ever radio show,
yeah,
and it was my chance to really do drive time, I'll never forget coming out of the studio and being like, how was that, everyone? And I remember my boss at the time looked at me and he was like, high energy.
What does that mean?
When I listened back to it, and I think I listened back to it like years later when I had like grown so much, but I listened back to it, I was like, oh my God, I spent the whole of drive time yelling at everyone. Like I was yelling like I was in a club, like hyping like I was in it. But I was just like, if I was listening to this, I would have turned off and been like, shut the hell up.
I mean, clearly it worked.
But I've grown so much.
Yeah.
I've grown so much.
Definitely. Well, okay, that's, again, another great question. How do DJs get themselves in, like, radio opportunities for radio and bookings? And, like, is there a specific, like, networking skill that you've used over time? Like, are you just, like, social media, like, not spamming, but, like, hitting people up on social media, emailing producers? Like, what was your
I think the
tactic?
times have changed.
Okay.
I think the times have even changed from when I started to now. Like when I started and the years before COVID, networking in real life was a real thing.
Definitely.
Like I met some amazing people over my journey in real life networking situations.
Yeah.
And those people always put me in positions where I was able to find an opportunity and make the most of it. The thing is, opportunities can literally fall in your lap, but it really depends on what you actually do with it once it lands. Like you do have to be prepared for how you're going to approach something when it's finally here.
Yeah.
And if it's not here, how are you going to put yourself in a position that when you are going out there looking for stuff, that you are really able to like back what you're asking for and give what they require in return?
Yeah. No, I hear that.
So I think networking, yes, really strong.
Yeah.
But if I was to go back to how I started, genuinely going out and taking a chance. I will never forget the day that I wanted to go up and speak to this DJ.
Yeah.
I was with a friend at the time who said to me, I was like, I'm just going to go talk to her and yeah, like pretty much rugby tackle her. And this girl turned around and said to me, this girl I was friends with at the time, she went, please don't do that. You're so embarrassing.
Oh, no.
She was like, are you going through a midlife crisis? Because that's so embarrassing. And I just thought,
rude.
imagine if I had listened to her.
Yeah.
And I didn't do that. What's to say that that same DJ would be on the decks the next week? Like, I just think that having the right people around you is really important. I don't think the networking just starts to get an opportunity. I think your net worth is so important from the jump.
Always.
Because one person can really discourage you from potentially changing your life. So networking, and once you're in those positions, constantly growing so that people are talking about you.
Yeah.
And word of mouth, it will always and forever be the biggest form of advertising.
Always,
so if people are
true.
talking about you, then you're going to get more work.
Yeah.
Or you're just going to be your name will just get dropped in the right place at the right time.
Oof.
Which is kind of what happened to me a lot of the time.
That's real. Well, one of the ultimate epic kind of like Ellie moments is that boiler room set.
Yeah, that is so funny because at the time, I really don't think, and this is not exclusive to Boiler Room.
Yeah.
I have done so many things in my life where I've walked in and I've not really understood like the gravitas of what I'm doing.
I hear it.
I've just walked in and been like, I'm just going to do it. And I'm just going to do it. When I and now I'm older and now like I just know more. And bear in mind, I was very new to the industry. To get a boiler room that quickly, was, not that easy.
Yeah.
But it was just, again, right time, right opportunity, right connections, right people behind me. And I just did what I do best.
Oh, yeah.
And when I look back at it now, I'm like, you're so cute.
Well,
You're so cute because I know where I was at. In my head, I know I was like, this is vibes. I'm just DJing in this building.
That's
who knows where this is going, but who cares?
So for context.
I had no idea really the gravitas of what I was doing at the time. And I was just being me.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to play music that I enjoy playing.
Yeah.
And there's, a lot of people who, would have opinions on it to be like technically this or musically that.
Oh,
and I didn't
even think of that.
But it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And I think for me, that's fine. Everyone's entitled to that opinion or their opinion. There are also many people that love it. That boiler room, was the start of me really getting traction in my career.
Absolutely.
So actually, no bad comments are really a bad comment. It's just another person talking about you.
Yeah.
Depending on what the situation is, of course. But
this was a really important moment.
Really important.
For you, but also the culture. Like this platform. So Boiler Room basically partnered with Sadiq Khan, Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, for Sounds Like London campaign. Sounds Like London.
And that was, there were American flexes in there, and there were mixes and there was a bit of UK in there. But honestly, when I got told, hey, do you want to DJ at Sadiq Khan's, in Sadiq Khan's office, essentially, in the Gherkin,
crazy.
There's a couple of cameras up.
Crazy.
And it's called Boiler Room, but do you want to do it? I'm like,
the Boiler Room.
Why not? I'll do it. And do you know what? It's one of that set started with a technical difficulty I struggled a little bit at the beginning, but we managed to put it back. I think DJs know that when you know something's just not connecting, but you're also about to go on, and it's suddenly like your brain does a brain fart, and then you actually can't. It's like, I know what to do, but why can't I do it right now?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I had fun. And it was a real moment, kickstart.
Absolutely. How soon into your DJ career did that come up?
Gosh, very soon. My timelines are really skewed.
Because I think it said 20.
I think a couple of
18?
years in. Yeah. Gosh, don't tell me that was the same year I started.
What? No. Because you joined the Beat London 2016.
So that was probably
Foundation FM 2018.
It was probably about 2-3 years in.
Whew.
Yeah. I would say actually probably 2 years, almost 2 years in. By the time I really got on my feet with the DJing.
And you're doing Boiler Room. Mad.
Yeah.
Mad. So okay.
Yeah, that was mad.
It went viral. 350,000 views online before it was taken down because life. Was it a music copyright?
Yeah, it was a bunch. I was just banging out the bangers, and then everyone was like, "Take her down, take her down."
Can't stream
it's probably
this.
Drake, to be honest.
So again, how did that actually impact your career? What did anything specific happen after this, or?
Yeah, just it just went up. Yeah, it just went up. Yeah. I think I just got to then just be fun on the decks.
Amazing. For
a long period of time, and I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, and it took you everywhere. I mean, like I said, you've done UK and international festivals: Reading and Leeds, Kistery, Outlet Festival, Glastonbury, Flackstock, Wireless, Boardmasters. Is there a festival you haven't done?
There's probably loads of festivals I haven't done, but those are the ones I've always wanted to do.
The soon come list.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I hear you. So, do you have an actual favorite booking to date?
I will just always say Lovebox. Lovebox, the days when Lovebox was here.
Lovebox was a vibe.
I had probably one of my funnest sets at Lovebox where I started clothes and I ended up in my underwear. Like, it was...
What?
Yeah.
Please
Bianca
explain.
White, shouts to you. Bianca used to dress me with everything. And she was always amazing at supporting me in just the journey.
Yeah.
So I was just wearing all her whole fit from top to bottom. And then she was in the crowd. And then I was like, I'm so hot. And she just came on the stage and she just started to undress me. And I just continued DJing. It was a vibe.
I'm a bit speechless.
Yeah, just had a great time.
So you just carried on.
Yeah.
Was it hot?
Honestly not. It was boiling.
Okay.
It was honestly, the whole tent was rammed. Like, it was
feel
mad.
like I've
and I
seen
was
this
in
clip.
sort of my peak. I was wearing like a luminous underwear. Like
Okay, so the
bikini.
The
Yeah.
the
I
undies
wasn't
are cute.
naked. I mean, they were part of the outfit. So... This is the thing that always mind boggles me, because we always like, oh my God, you're in your underwear. But don't we technically wear our underwear to the beach?
True.
It's a bra and a bottom, right?
All right.
So I don't understand, what is the difference.
I'm going to let you finish.
You know what I mean? I'm like always like, but we wear our underwear to the beach.
Yes, Ellie.
It's just waterproof-ish.
Yes.
And not.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Sometimes we even wear our lingerie to the beach. Sometimes you got
Some
that
do.
real swimwear that's cut out here and cut out there, and you think,
True.
truly, this could be a date night look.
I'm with you, though. I hear you.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, aside of bikini, underwear, DJ experiences, your DJ career, just like you said, went from strength to strength.
Yeah.
And it was really nice to see you on Apple Music in 2020, because that's global. That's real global
I am
music.
pretty sure that I got all of my main station shows in lockdown.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that happened, unless, somebody can correct me.
Yeah, because
But
that's a big...
I'm pretty sure I was doing my Apple Music. I was on the Apple Music One list.
Yep.
And that was really successful, and it was amazing being part of Apple.
Yeah.
It's such a great team to be part of. And the music, I always used to say this, the music was my encyclopedia of tunes, because it was such an education to me of music that I also wasn't really fully in the cut with. So I always learned so much when I was on that.
And also, what was the movement from... Because you're doing community, online radio, to Apple, that's a corporate station, but they also have some real flavor to them. Yeah. So what was that technically as a presenter, what was that change like?
I know that Apple wouldn't have given me the job unless I was ready.
Great.
And I know that I became ready because of the work that I had done on my community stations. Yeah. The Beat London was such an incredible place to start. Yeah. And I was so supported there by my boss. Oh, that's so good. Supported there by my boss. And over time, I was my own biggest critic as I went through. And I just got given more and more space on the station. And then Foundation FM happened, and it was female owned. And by that point, I was starting to really wake up to my own senses in the industry and what was important to me. And then I was like, actually, I really want to be a part of a female owned station. Wow. Thank you so much to Beat London. I've loved being here. I'm going to go and experience that now. Yeah. So again, I went to experience that, and with Foundation FM, it came a lot of more alternative tunes, more raw, ground roots, grassroots tunes and artists, and really understanding the flavor of how artists really start to bubble from the bass line. So I think that by the time I got to Apple Music, which... Gosh, do I even know how that... I don't even know how that came about. Honestly, I don't even know how that came about. I just know it was an opportunity for me to go in to do a demo, and then I think I got the show. Well, I did get the show, but I'm not sure I got the show in that demo. It's just a lot's happened, Remel. You're asking me to go back to a lot of stuff.
Well, we could come to the present time, because... As much as doing that, you also, I don't know how you simultaneously were picking up shows on Kiss as well, Kiss Extra. And, previously Kiss Fresh. And again, you have been nonstop dominating it. You actually have 3 slots across the Kiss network. You do Kiss FM, Kisstory, and Kiss Extra weekly.
Yeah.
You're mad, first of all. But
Yeah.
also very impressive that you are trusted to appeal to all these different like audiences, demographics, and you've proven that, you know, those demos work, because you actually said you did a demo in 2017 and
Oh
it
my
didn't quite
gosh.
work back then.
No,
but
that was awful.
fast forward fast forward to 2021, you made it, babes.
Yeah.
So what do you think was the what got you the good stuff?
Timing and knowing myself more. When I went to Kiss for that demo, I remember at the time the person who was demoing me said to me, "So what is it that you want to do?" I was like, "Have fun." He was like, "No, but what is it that what is it that you want the show to stand for?" I was like, "I love music and I love artists and I want to have fun." And it just wasn't enough. It was like so vague. And now thinking back, I was like, what was I thinking? And then years later, because I had my experiences on The Beat London, Foundation FM, Apple Music, when I went back in and they were like, "What do you want to do?" I was like, I love artists. I love grassroots talents. I love upcoming artists. I want to be able to showcase them. I want to be able to shout about UK music. I'm very passionate about it. By that point, I knew what I wanted in the industry. I knew what I wanted for myself. I knew what I was interested in, what I was passionate about. Yeah. So it was like a no-brainer. And then with being at Apple Music, like it really fine-tuned me as a presenter.
Oh, I like what you're saying here.
Yeah.
Because each station has given you a little extra of who you are now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oof. And Apple Music really I found it quite hard in the beginning to I felt like I had worked so hard on myself, and then Apple Music came along, and then I was like, oof, I've got to be better because this is a different level of talking about music. This is a deeper cut that I've not even experienced within myself. Yeah. And honestly, it's one of the best experiences I've ever had because it really fine-tuned me like a piano. Like I was a completely different person by the time I left Apple Music. So that obviously then catered so well to being able to take a global Ellie that is able to translate music globally to then back home. And for a very long time, I was doing Apple Music and on Kiss at the same time. Wow. And honestly, the whole thing you say about trusted, I've just always had really great bosses.
That's good.
Who know that I'm I am who I am, and I'm very real with who I am in terms of, if you know me personally, they were just like, "Can you do it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think I can."
Amazing.
Okay, great. So it always just worked. It always just worked.
Perfect. And what I love as well, like you said, you've figured out who you are and what your purpose is in your shows as well. And that brings me perfectly to talk about your famous weekly 15 seconds deep feature that has given so many artists their first radio plays. That is so powerful, so inspiring that you've been able to give people this opportunity. Where did that idea come from?
Okay, so it's not just first play, it's not just the opportunity of that. I'm going to break it down to you.
Okay.
15 Seconds Deep is actually inspired by Angie Martinez.
Jeez, the OG, the original.
Obviously, we grew up on Angie Martinez. Yeah. And I read her book one time, and I was like, whoa, I just love the way Angie broke talent in when she was on radio. Yeah. She sort of gave the community a right to speak on the artists when she gave them an insight into their sound. And I thought I would love to sort of remix this, but do it in a way that really caters to the attention span of our young people.
That is smart.
Which is the attention span of an Instagram story, 15 seconds. Which at the time was a 15-second clip. So I thought, right, I'm going to give them two emerging artists, but I'm going to give them the right to vote for who they think does the best in these two 15-second clips.
Love that.
And it just became really popular.
So popular.
Yeah, for the first 2 years, it was really, really popular. The votes were thousands and thousands and thousands a week. Yeah. I think the most amount of votes I got on one of the battles was 7,000 votes. Jeez. In the space of 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on, at that point it was a Tuesday, but now it's a Thursday. But it did really well. And then I took it off
cool.
radio to do something with it, and then that didn't work out. And then that kind of got me a bit down for a little while in my journey. And then I was like, do you know what, Ellie? You got to remind yourself of, why did I start this? I didn't start this for any other reason than to let the artist have a little bit of fun with their audience.
Yeah.
To cross-pollinate, to give people a chance to be heard on a radio station that, you know, they don't often get to step into.
Literally.
As young artists in the UK music scene. And yeah, brought it back.
Amazing.
So yeah, it's been fun.
Amazing. And that is why you received a DJ Mag nomination for Best British Radio Show and also Best Radio Show at Music Week Awards 2023. Girl, you have been honoured.
Thanks.
And it just goes to show that you have really put your heart and passion into what you do. And it shows. It really does show. So how does it feel to have these kind of like, you know, especially the 2022 Women in Honour 2022 role. I'm saying it wrong.
Roll of honour.
Roll of Honour. We're going to keep this in, by the way.
Yeah, good.
How does it feel to be honoured like that?
It feels very nice to be honoured in the industry. So I greatly appreciate that part.
Yeah.
It feels nice to be able to walk on a stage and people are clapping.
that part's
lovely.
very nice.
It's nice to dress up.
Nice outfit, yeah.
Nice to dress up, nice to have your makeup done for a special occasion. But for me, the most important thing is when somebody, and it happens all of the time, when somebody at an event will stop me. It's happened in the street on very few occasions, where somebody will say, Ellie, you gave me a first play.
Amazing.
Or you gave my cousin a first play and you changed his life. You changed his life. Or you really, you know, that's the stuff that really means more to me. The emails that, gosh, when I used to get music submissions when I first started my show at KISS, I used to reply back to every single submission.
Yeah.
I used to reply back and say thank you, and if they got through, they would get the flyer. And then I used to go through hundreds of emails, and then I would be like, okay, done. Take that off my to-do list. And then I would reload my inbox, and every single person had then re-replied. And I was like, oh gosh, I can't do it. Like, I can't keep up with this. And I kept up with it for a good period of time, but the system just had to change and the team got bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's those messages that really do matter. Like,
amazing.
that's the most important thing for me. Music is such a powerful form of expression. It saved lives.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That makes so much sense. And it doesn't stop there, because not only are you an incredible representative for Middle Eastern women, as we spoke about, women in music, you also speak up so often about marginalized communities, the LGBTQI plus community. And this has been proven as you've become an ambassador for War Child and the Rio Ferdinand Foundation. So for you, why is it so important to be these ambassadors, but also promote the importance for representation?
I think I'm very lucky to be the ambassador for two organizations that are very much rooted in my upbringing.
Okay.
I was a war baby. So like when my mum was in Iran with me, you know, she often says she was running around holding me and bombs were flying and she couldn't find milk to feed me, and there was a lot, you know, going on for my mum, and that was how I came into the world. So when I think about my mum's journey here and you see the world and what kids are really going through, it's very hard to watch. And I feel like we're so desensitized to it to such a level sometimes where we'll be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. You see it, and then the next thing could be a meme or like a funny thing or you know, a dog reel. Like, it's just such a weird world that we live in now in many, many ways. So for me to be able to stay in touch with that journey with War Child and keep my ear to the ground with what is actually happening and how I can help and support, that just means everything to me. And then with the Rio Ferdinand Foundation, they are very passionate about helping young people get into work.
Amazing.
And young people finding what their future careers are. And they provide so much support and opportunity through sport, through TV. They're just expanding all the time.
Yeah.
They don't just work here. They do activations in South Africa. It's like, it's really important for me to be part of that, because when I was growing up, I grew up so quickly because I watched my mum get red letters. I watched my mum come home, and, you know, for when my mum was trying to figure out what her career would be here because she couldn't do what she was doing back home, I'd be waiting at the door for her and just being like, have they fired you? Okay, we're okay. Okay, we're okay. Like, I just knew too much.
Yeah.
I just knew too much. So when there are young people that we have nowadays that have so much access to information, it's a very different world to the way I grew up.
Yeah.
But actually, it's even more confusing because they don't know what to do with it. And they don't know what steps to take. They don't know who to speak to. When you've got someone like the Rio Ferdinand Foundation behind you, there is just a level of support that I want to be a part of.
Amazing.
So these are things I really want to be a part of. And they're all about representation, and they're all about, making sure that the intersectionality is always honoured within the work that they do.
Absolutely.
And that's really important to me.
Yes, honey. I love that. You're flying, and you're making sure that you're just representing, but with your heart more than anything. It's so beautiful. So beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's sometimes you can get into this thing of like, oh, should I be doing? And then I just always have to come back to, Ellie, actually, what makes you feel happy?
True.
And these are the things that really make me feel happy. So,
Amazing.
yeah.
Thank you. Well, it doesn't stop there, because you continue to leave your mark on red carpets, as a presenter, both on radio, online, and you've worked with so many brands. You are the brand queen, I've got to say. You've worked with Nando's, Puma, Gay Times, JD,
my Nando's family.
Oh.
My Puma family. I just love them all.
Duppy Share. Plus, you hosted
Everyone,
TikTok's
yeah.
first ever live UK rap and culture show, Oi TikTok. You've created an incredible career, but it's not just by yourself.
No.
Got to big up Amanda Maxwell.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's an absolute queen. She's been there with you from the beginning, right?
Me and Amanda, yeah, we've been together for like 7 years, I think. And just even, we met at a networking event. So even just the way that happened was, like I was explaining before, just like so rare for that to happen now. And yeah, we have stuck together through absolutely everything in life. And, naturally with everything, it's always been a goal and an ambition for Amanda and I that we expand on our team, and the team just evolves and grows. And now with there being so much around me, I have such a solid team.
Oh,
I have people that take care of this side and people that take care of that side, and there's just a lot more support with everybody really understanding what their goals and what the vision is moving forward. Because like this next stage of my life now, I always feel like I'm getting reborn again.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've lived about 20 billion lives, and you don't even know. This, by the way, is probably genuinely about 12% of it. Wow. Like there is so much that I have never spoken about.
Oh.
And that's the next part of the journey.
I can't wait to hear more, because and also, first of all, I just have to say, and I don't like to bring up people's ages, but when my girl at the start of the year said she was turning 40, I said, huh? Come again?
Do you know how hard that was for me? That was a real battle for a long time for me.
Why is that?
Because I've had bad experiences over the years with my age being pointed out as a hindrance to me.
Wow. In
many different ways. Like when I first went in for the Beat London, I'm pretty sure I was 28 at the time, and I got told by somebody way back when, don't tell them you're over 25, because nobody over 25 gets into radio. But it's like my age has always been a thing, and I just happen to be one of those people that have done everything late. Like I've just done everything later. And I think that for me, my priority has always been my mum. Yeah. My family, my mum, making sure that everyone's okay, making sure my mum's okay. And honestly, the place that I've managed to get myself to, my family to, if I had to do everything all over again in exactly the same order just to watch my mum in the place that she is in her life, I would do it 10 times over. Amazing. But my age has always been something that I have been made to feel like, you don't look it, so just don't tell anyone because everything will go left if you do. Yeah. And then I got to my 40th and I was like, I think I developed finally I cracked in the last straw of, can I swear? Yeah. In the fuck it mentality. I hear it. I was like, actually, it's a superpower. I am only 40. Yesterday, I saw a post about all of the women that we know and love, who are absolute icons that only had children for the first time in their 40s.
Wow.
And like, this is the next chapter of my life.
Well,
Like these are things that it's no stranger to the people around me about the things that I want to do, but I've just always been somebody, I just want to do things properly.
Yeah.
And I come from an experience and an upbringing where if I can, I would really like to change the narrative of what I saw, what I experienced, and I just want to be able to contribute nice little humans to the world
That would be lovely.
I can keep grounded.
Amazing.
So yeah, there's a whole different, like I said, I'm reborn again at 40, but yes, I am 40.
Jeez. Listen, I thought there was
I only
a typo.
just bought anti-wrinkle cream now. This week, this week gone. I was like, maybe I should start putting this stuff on my eyes.
I literally thought I was reading a typo when you
No.
posted, and I was like, 30th. Surely she's talking about 30th. Girl, Persian don't crack either.
Well, they say once you go Persian, there ain't no other version.
Oh, I hear it. Well, honestly, Ellie, you're amazing. And it's only right that we ask you for your top 5 tips to make it in the mainstream.
Top 5 tips. I guess tip number 1, based on everything I would say, is make sure you've got good people around you.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, that one person can really make you feel like you're never going to make it.
True.
Or you're never going to be who you want to be. And I think that we should leave those people to have their own journeys.
Yeah.
Number 2, I would say be your own biggest critic.
Oh.
Before anybody else can say to you, you're not, you need a bit of work on that. Try to like spot things in yourself.
Fair enough.
Like, for example, I did when I used to listen back to myself on the Beat London, I used to cover my laptop in Post-its and be like, Ellie, stop doing that. And there's one thing I do all the time still to this day, which I haven't been able to crack, which is saying the word which annoys me. So I look back, I'm like, I don't even realise I'm doing it. But I covered my laptop in just don't do this. You sound like an ick there, blah, 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 blah. And maybe for some people that sounds harsh, but for me it worked.
Fair enough.
And I really relied on my own voice within myself and building my own strength. You don't just go to the gym to build your internal strength. You have to mentally and physically and spiritually build your internal strength. Otherwise, it's a wrap. Number 3, build your strength mentally, physically, and spiritually. I think it's really important to always be in touch with yourself because when you do go for those opportunities and you step out into the real world and you get told no, you really have to treat it as just a word.
So true.
My mum used to say, can I swear?
Yeah.
My mum used to say, the worst thing they say to you is fuck off. It's just a word.
Yes, Mum. I respect
and that's it. I always thought it's just a word. Obviously, I've not had that level of rejection, but, when it comes to work. But, it is just a word. No is just a word at the end of the day. So make sure you're internally strong to be able to handle it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that you can be like, okay, but it's just a no for now.
For now. Mm-hmm.
I think that's 3.
That was 3.
4 would be to go into the mainstream. I would like to say be as much of a nice person as you can.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I say as you can is because sometimes when you put your foot down and you say no, you will be deemed as not a nice person.
True.
When you put your boundaries in, you can be seen as someone who's changed or somebody who, thinks they're too good for a situation. But actually, you only just realise over time that you should have never been in that situation in the first place.
I hear it.
So be as nice as you can be, is what I would say. Because also the real people and the right people will genuinely and authentically know how hard you've worked to get to where you are, and they will always support you. I've got so many people that support me in my whole journey that still support me to this day and have supported me so much, and I value them and I love them, and they know how much I appreciate their support. And I would say number 5 for the mainstream is ask yourself, what would it really mean to me to make it?
I like that.
and then don't stop doing anything that is sort of around the topic of that.
Yeah.
And like almost treat that as like the epicenter of what you want in your life and everything around that. So for me to feel like I've really made it in this world is to have a family unit.
Amazing.
And I will do everything around that to make sure that when it comes to that epicenter, that I'm just like always growing towards it. Wow. So I guess it doesn't always have to be an achievement that you get told to have. It just needs to be something that genuinely for you feel like you've made it. Like, for example, with my mum, like, I feel like, you know, my mum's made it in so many ways, and that makes me happy. So yeah, it's really...
That's so lovely.
So I love the fact that we can see ourselves.
No one can see that, but you.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
But honestly, that was one of the most wholesome top 5 tips we've had in a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what has everyone else said?
I mean, some people are, oh, yeah.
Don't start slagging off your last guest now, babes.
No, do you know what?
That's what this is all about.
No, the family unit bit, that's really going to stick with me for a long time.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful.
That's really important to me.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, it's something that I used to always be so curious about when I was growing up. Like, people would talk about, like, their dads. And I used to be like, what is that? Or, like, what is it like to have a man sleeping in your house at night? Like, it's the craziest, the smallest things. But I think I overthink quite a lot, which is clear. And I think I've always really, like, dived into, like, why am I the way I am?
Yeah.
Like, why have I struggled with certain things in my life? And I just think that it's just helped me get closer to what my epicenter is. So everyone just needs to figure out what is your actual epicenter and work towards it. Amazing. Like, literally be about 10 billion sperms trying to hammer that baby.
Well, thank you for sharing with us.
You're welcome.
Well, let them know where they can follow you, listen to you, support everything you're doing, and just, join the
I
vibes.
can be found at Ellie Prohan. You can also hear me 13 times a week over 3 different stations. So I'm sure if you turn it on, I'll probably be on now. And yeah, you can just find me there, really. TikTok, whatever. Just put me in to whatever it is that you use. I'm 40, leave me alone, I'm old.
She'll be there. Well, thank you so much,
Thanks,
Ellie.
Remel. And also thank you, because it's been so nice to watch your journey as well.
Aww.
You smashed it. This is really lovely.
Thank you.
To see, and you look amazing.
Oh.
And she's
It's my holiday tan.
Yeah, it's a holiday tan.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, thanks.
And thank you for being on the mainstream.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for watching the Mainstream Podcast with me, Remel London. I'm very happy to announce that the Mainstream Patreon membership is here. This is your opportunity to get exclusive content, behind the scenes exclusives, early access on releases, discount on in-person events. Yes, the Mainstream live show is coming. Get a ticket. Shout outs and Q&As from our special guests and way more. Head to www.patreon.com/the Mainstream UK to become a member today. Rate and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and follow us at The Mainstream UK and at Remel_London.